One of the funniest things I've seen with my own eyes involves one of my best, closest, most trusted friends. My friend Vince is an amazing guy. He is a world-class leader. He's the life of the party. He's got a lot of wisdom. He gives great advice. He's been a mentor of mine for almost 30 years and an extraordinary guy, but he did something that was so funny that I got to tell you about it, and there's some lessons to be learned from it, and he actually gave me permission to tell you guys this story. This happened back in 1994, and this is the funniest thing I saw in 1994 for sure. I had a friend who was visiting town named Jerry, and Jerry was going through some hard times in his life and just had some challenges he was dealing with, and he wanted some advice. And I said, hey, you need to meet my friend Vince, man. Vince can help you with your problems, man. He'll give you advice. He helped me start my own business. He's been coaching and mentoring me for a couple of years now. I got to connect you with Vince. One of the things I enjoy doing is connecting people together that can help each other out. And so he's like, great. Well, where's Vince? And I had talked to Vince earlier today, and he said he was going to be at Tri-County Mall, which is a mall here in the Cincinnati area. And this is back before cell phones, when you could just text somebody or go on your Snap Map and track them down. We didn't have cell phones in 1994, so it was just like, all right, Vince said he was going to be at the mall. Let's go to the mall, and we'll see if we can find him. So me and Jerry started walking around the mall looking for Vince. And I knew I could spot him because he had this brand new light tan colored leather jacket that he was very proud of. This was a cold winter day. Certainly Vince is going to be wearing his fancy leather jacket. Certainly nicer than anything I could afford at the time. And so we're walking around the mall. We're looking for Vince. We're walking and looking and walking. Finally, we get on the escalator. I don't know if they still have it there, but they used to have this really long, tall escalator on the one end of the mall down by the food court. And so right when we step on we're on the upper floor, we step on the down escalator to go down. I look, and at the very bottom of the escalator, I see Vince, and he has just stepped on the up escalator. And so the escalators ran parallel. It's probably about 18 inches in between. They were right next to each other, the up and the down. So I yell, Vince, right across the mall. Everyone hears, Vince, Vince. Well, we're going down. He's going up. He's either gonna have to wait for us at the top as we come back around, or we'll wait for him as he decides to make a athletic move to shortcut the waiting. He decides to leap from the upward bound escalator to the downward bound escalator, and he's just gonna jump across from one to the other. Well, okay, I've never seen anyone do that, but maybe Vince is going to be the first. And so how would you go about it if it was you? Would you climb up on the rubber railing and jump? Well, he kind of like puts his hand on there and kind of vaults himself over from the one side to the other, but he doesn't go far enough. And his body gets part way over, and he gets stuck. And so this happened like this fast. He's instantly trapped with his right leg and right arm over on our side on this downward escalator, while his left arm and his left leg are trapped on the upward side of the escalator, and his face is right in between. It's about a 20-foot drop down to the ground. Like if he falls in between, this might be fatal. I mean, this could be a fatal escalator incident. And I'd freak out. I don't know what to do. I like froze as he's suddenly trapped. And this sound starts. At first I thought it was him screaming, like he was being torn apart, but it was those rubber handrails that were like on his jacket. Like, it was rubber against leather. And he was like, he's trapped. And we're going down past him. And I don't know what to do. Should I grab him? Should I shove him? Oh my gosh, it's an escalator accident. Should I call 911? Should we try to hit emergency stop somewhere on the escalator? We got to stop them both. How are we going to do that? So he's trapped on there for what seemed like an hour, was probably only 20 seconds before he finally just like threw himself over onto our side of the escalator. He lands, boom, on those, hard metal stairs, goes on down to the bottom, and is unceremoniously dumped onto the floor of the mall. And he was okay. His beautiful leather jacket was ruined. It looked like cars had driven over it with just black, just ripped it up, man, just shredded his leather jacket. But he survived. He was a little embarrassed. I started laughing. I ended up with a worse injury than him because I laughed so I could not stop laughing. How funny that was. Once I knew he was okay, I just started laughing. And he's like, "Hey, what are you laughing at me for?" And I said, "Oh my God, it's just it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I pulled a muscle in my stomach. I laughed so hard it hurt for days." And so here's the moral of the story. First of all, don't put people on a pedestal, because Vince is amazing. He's an awesome guy, but he does dumb things just like the rest of us do. But here's the real moral of the story that I thought about later, that Vince jumping over there, if you're going to jump from the up escalator to the down escalator, jump all the way, right? Jumping halfway across something never turns out very well. And it reminds me of all the people I've known in my life who've done something halfway. The people who almost got their college degree, the people who came this close to getting their black belt in karate, the people that were almost Eagle Scouts. And I hear people talk about it all the time. I tell you, in the business world, I hear it all the time. Well, it's that business that I tried. What do you mean you tried it? Right? If you're going to do it, do it. I think we all remember when Yoda said, right, do or do not, there is no try. That half measures almost never get any results. Doing something halfway gets you zero results or worse, because you're wasting your time. And I've talked to people my whole life. One of my businesses, I help other people start a small business and run it from home and create an income stream for their family. And I run into people all the time like, well, I've tried that, or I've tried something like that. And I know immediately what the problem is, that they didn't do it, they tried it. Right? That's like saying, well, we're going to get married and we're going to give it a try. If that's your approach, I recommend you not get married, right? That you either do it all the way, 100%, get after it, or don't do it at all, right? Yoda was pretty wise. Someone even more wise, right? Reputedly, the wisest person who ever lived was King Solomon, who wrote in the book of Ecclesiastes, whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might. And so that's my advice to anybody watching this. If you're going to do something, do it. If you're going to go to college, give it everything you got. If you're going to skip college and start a business of your own, give it everything you got. If you're going to go play racquetball or basketball, whatever, do it with all your heart. I think that's the only way to live an epic life. If you're going halfway, don't even bother. Hey, thanks, Vince, for letting me tell this story.